one of the two or three new designs. We're gonna redo this. Welcome back to the Trey 5 Customs bi-monthly. I don't know why I have a hard time with that every time, but every other week or so video for YouTube. Today we're starting out up front because we just restocked our hinges. So we have billet hinges back in stock, polished, black anodized, and raw aluminum. These are for your bed floor when you want to open and close your bed floor and you want something nicer that's not like supposed to be a hood hinge off of something else or some flat plate that you made yourself or any of the other ones out there. These ones are cooler because they're billet and we make them. Or have them made for us, but we design them. Then we have Preston's intake manifold. So we just got, we'll show you here in a second, but we just got all Preston's stuff back from powder coat. Just got the trim back for the El Camino. So we'll show you some of that stuff, but first, before we go out in the shop, you can also see the grill that we had EVOD make. But anyway, first, before we go out in the shop, we want to tell you that we are doing our open house party again this year, which is the pre-party for Dino's Get Down. So Thursday, November 13th from 5:30 to 10-ish. We'll be opening up the shops again. Brian behind the camera is going to put the flyer here on the video. And if you're not following us on social media, Instagram, Facebook, that type of stuff, we'll have plenty of information there too. And we'll probably keep talking about it in every video between now and Dino's Get Down. So, Brian, put the flyer up. There's the flyer. We're gonna do something special for Dino's Get Down this year. So we have our old shirts. So we have a good amount of stock in all these older designs. Some of them we don't even have stock in. Like I think that's the only one of those. But we have old shirts in stock that we're going to try to get rid of. So we're going to do two things. We're going to do a sale on all the existing inventory of shirts. And then we're going to do a little promo to where if you come to Dino's Get Down on Friday or Saturday, so this excludes our open house, but you can work the open house in there a little bit. If you wear one of the Trey 5 shirts or any Trey 5 shirt to Dino's Get Down, we're gonna give you a discount on one of the new shirts that we're doing. So $5 off the new shirt, $10 off maybe. We'll figure all those details out as we go, but we thought it'd be a cool way to get everybody wearing a Trey 5 shirt at Dino's. So there'll be discounts available. So here in the next coming weeks, we'll set up discounts, we'll get a sale going on the existing shirts. So we're a little over 2 months away from Dino's. So you'll have plenty of time to get to your shirt inventory in your closet stocked up to make sure that you're wearing a Trey 5 custom shirt at Dino's on Friday or Saturday. If you want to support Dino on Friday, that's cool. We like supporting Dino too. So maybe you just wear it Saturday or maybe you do both days. Maybe you wear a Dino's shirt one day or Chevy only shirt one day and you wear one of ours the next day and we'll give you a discount at the booth on some new merchandise. Enough ranting. Let's go check out the shop. Chris is going to tell you all about this chassis since he just booed the music going off. Chris, tell him about the chassis.
It's just not fast track chassis. That's all it is.
This is Preston's square body, Mongoose 2.0, Roadster Shop, spec IRS chassis. So this is spec chassis, which means that it is based around a Corvette spindle instead of like a Mustang 2 spindle. We opted for the upgraded IRS rear end. IRS stands for independent rear suspension for you newbies. So this is Corvette spindle, front and rear. It's got a cast center section that holds the 9-inch that we got from Curry. And it has half shafts out from there. So pretty cool chassis. If you're into coilovers and that type of thing. Airbags are cooler, but you know, if you want to go faster on a track. Big 16-inch bears to make sure you can stop in time for the 1,000 horsepower big block Chevy engine that's going in it. And that intake manifold you saw up front goes on top of that once we get that in place. We did go back and forth a few times on what we were going to do with the engine. as far as painting it or leaving it alone. And we decided to leave it the way that Chevrolet ships it because it's kind of what makes it a 632. So this is the ZZ 632, big block, 1,000 horsepower that came out with a couple years ago. Not a lot of them out there yet, but I think the color is very distinctive. We're gonna leave it like that. We got 4L80 that goes behind that from Gearstar. We opted for just the 4L80, not the 4L85. The exhaust is all done in black Cerakote. We got the world's largest diameter drive shaft to handle all the power. This is an aluminum drive shaft, but we painted it just like the transmission and just like the third member. So that's going together today. We'll see how good they are. Maybe they'll get the engine stabbed in there today and the wheels on it. This is my new engine that Pio gave me for free. See, the way this is gonna work is usually like when I leave stuff around the shop for a couple of days, it just ends up going away. And then 6 months later, we found out that Pio took it. That's gonna be me. I'm just gonna take this. And Pio's gonna be like, hey, what happened to my engine? A scrapper took it or something, I don't know. Somebody said that they were buying it, came by, they said they were gonna give you money. So maybe I'll just take that home today. Brandon Wallen's truck is back in for some maintenance. This leaves, I didn't tell you guys yet, this leaves tomorrow, Pio. We're picking this up tomorrow. So came in, we had a small coolant leak. Some of the door handles that we didn't put on were coming loose. So we had to deal with some of the previous builds still going on, but pulled the door panels off, tightened some stuff. There was still broken glass in one of the doors we had to get out. And then just worked on some of the bed alignment. So the bed was shifted a little bit and we had to hog out some holes on the bed to get it to where it was straighter to the cab. So this thing's got a good bill of health and it goes home tomorrow. And he's going to, dang, what happened over here? Lake Tray 5. Laga de Tray 5. Moving on. This is Juan Campos' 1952 Chevy. This chassis is going to SEMA. So we're trying to do as much mock-up as we can before we have to take it all apart to get it powder coated and Cerakoted and go to SEMA. So right now he's mocking up the running boards so we know that those mounts are in the right spot. Then we're going to start on the exhaust because we are still waiting for headers. So we're actually going to start at the back of this one and work our way forward. And once we get the exhaust done and the headers in, and we'll be ready to strip this truck down and go to powder coat, which we have about 2 months, which should be plenty of time as long as we get the exhaust built out. Speaking of exhaust, the loud one over there in the back that keeps interrupting us is working on the exhaust for Tim's C10. I don't know how far he's gotten. I'm probably not very far. So I just started this morning, so you can see he's got V-bands going on to these ultimate headers. And we're gonna go V-band to a little flex joint, and then we'll get an X-pipe and continue going out the rest of the way. So this is Tim's 67. Since it's up in the air, we'll show you some of the things we got going on. This is our transmission cooler. So we started making some custom mounts. We sell a stock mount on our website for these, for the do-it-yourselfers at home that want to mount one to the side of the frame rail or something. But we started doing some cool stuff with louvers. And then we have a bracket here. This is a trans temp sender block. So we got a Dakota digital sender goes into this block. So we're going through there. Then this is our temperature switch that kicks the fans on. So we come in from the transmission with a hot, measure the temperature while it's hot so we kick the fans on. Then we come out of the cooler through the temperature that goes to our gauges. So we know what the temperature is going into the transmission. Then we have our ABS. So this is the electric over hydraulic part of our master cylinder that you've seen us use on pretty much everything. This gets rubber isolated mounted, so it never shakes that much, but just so it doesn't rattle through the chassis. This is the electric part of that master cylinder you always see on the firewall. So we mount these up front. Sometimes we'll mount them in the back, but this works good. We can run our transmission lines, our brake line, vacuum line, all that stuff up here. So all that stuff is done on this. Like I said, we're working on exhaust. We can show you the back because Chris has that all finished up. Catch can. So this is like your PCV or your catch can, so off the valve covers. We put it nice and low. Number one, we don't like the looks of them, and number two, this is your drain petcock. So if this ever does fill up with oil, open her up and drain it into your thirst buster cup. Ready? Moving on. So here you can see all the work that Chris has done to the back of this. This is a Grant skin roll pan tailgate combo that he did an extra cool little cutout. And then we had him add this little air dam across the bottom, but it was a little flimsy for our liking. So we actually braced the backside of this as well. So we basically made a C-channel, slid it into that, and strengthened that up a little bit. So the plan is we're gonna have an exhaust tip that we're gonna make that's gonna fill the sides. So this cutout right here will be exhaust tip, same thing on that side. We'll do a license plate right in the middle. This is just barely tall enough that you can see the California license plate. And we'll fill the sides with some mesh. And then we have basically the same shape cutout for a roll pan in the front that we'll fill with mesh. We did these taillights from Venata Fabrication. These are single piece. And rather than mounting them the way that they tell you to mount them, Chris made a new bucket for them. The reason we did that is because normally you would access these holes from the side by folding down the tailgate. Can't fold down the tailgate because it's all one piece now. So made some custom mounts. Now you can get to it from underneath if you ever need to get taillights out, which we will need to do for paint and all that fun stuff. We have Chris's El Camino. This thing was stuck over on top above the Ferrari, which is now gone, and we were waiting on powder coat. So now we have all the powder coat for all the trim. We can get all this stuff put back together. Then we've got some interior work to do with it because it's got carpet, but it's just a generic carpet kit. And then we don't have any door panels. We got some new weather seals because the doors don't have weather seals on them. So it's all running, driving. We'll get all that wrapped up. Aaron Reed's truck, the 59 step side, is at interior right now. So once we get that back, we should have this stacked together enough to where this can go over to him. We'll do a little swap-a-roo interior wise. Let's go over to the other side of the shop. So over on the hot side of the shop, because our landlord never fixes our damn cooler, so we don't really work over here much. So it's become storage. And you know, when you got 3 trannies laying around, what do you do with them other than lay them out on the ground? So we got some seats in from Snowden. These are for Larry Gloria's truck. I like the color. It's tan, but creamy tan. We have our forklift, which we have LEDs on, dude. Up top, we've moved Manny's Blazer. So we did have the El Camino up there, and we had the Ferrari underneath. Ferrari wheels took a little bit longer than we were expecting, but that car is done. Actually delivered it yesterday. Customer was super pumped. Very, very picky customer, which Ferrari owner, makes sense. But Pat Coast Powder nailed the wheels for us. I don't know anybody that can powder coat better than them. That's why I trust them. And we're super thankful for those guys because they made one of the pickiest customers we've ever had super happy. And there's nothing bad about being picky, but they're Ferrari wheels, so they needed to be right. That's gone. That put its new home up there. We'll store some stuff underneath it until we get the chassis from Rev B for the square body. It's not for sale. Don't ask. Just not driving it right now because I don't have anywhere to park it at home. In between houses. And it still needs floor mats. So you can't call it finished if it still needs floor mats. Preston's bed, already bed line, some billet hooks in there so he can tie down whatever he wants to tie down. I bet if you go watch the last shop update video, that looks identical. The box is probably in the same exact spot. The hood's the same amount opened. Poor car. All right, it's lunchtime, so the shop got quieter. So we'll wrap this up. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, buy your Trade 5 shirts now and get a discount at Dino's. Details to follow. What do you got, dude? GTV. What's on the back of that?
With a GTV shirt on, you get a free Trade 5 shirt.
Yeah, sure. Let's just announce that right now. If you come to Dino's Get Down and you're wearing a GTV shirt, you get a free Trade 5 shirt. Free. Because Brian's gonna pay for them. I'm gonna go over there every day and say, all right, 75,000 people came over, you owe me, what's 75,000 times 30 bucks, dude? Good deal.
Good deal.
Is that your announcement? That's your announcement?
That's just a lie.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Well, as always, we appreciate you watching. Thanks for humoring us with your views.
Thank you, guys.
See you on the next one.